Hey there, how there, ho there, Chef Cutter Diamond. Welcome to yet another ASG Golf video, and we are doing the 40s 80s tour from Arrow Mink for the PGA Championship. We will see a winner today. Right now, Porky Oliver has a stroke lead over Charlie Basler and Craig the Walrus Stadler. Bobby Locke, George Fazio, and Claude Harmon are not far behind. So whoever wins this tournament, just like the other 11 tournaments, will go on to the Tournament of Champions in Augusta next week, at the end of the year. If you take second place, you go to what they call a wildcard tournament, 6 wildcards per tour. Of course, there's 4 tours. And of course, there's 12 monthly winners, so 48. So we have 72 people. A lot of people probably ask me, why are you doing like 4 tours? Like each decade. Well, there's 8 decade sets. I know, but how are you going to do 8 tours? No, that even 1 tour a day is, you got to simulate all 4 rounds in one day. It kind of takes the fun out of it. So I did combine 2 decades and all that. 144 people. I mean, you get like 100 people in a golf tournament normally. So anyway, we're going to be watching the horizontal display on Sundays, as we always do. Porky Oliver, if he wins, this will be tournament number 2 for him. Charlie Basler has yet to taste victory, and Stadler has also not tasted victory. The 80s actually have the fewest people to win a tournament, with only 12 people, compared to 15 from the 1970s, 18 from the 1990s, 16 from the 2000s, 15 from the 2010s, a staggering 20 from the 60s, 19 from the 40s, and the earlies, well, they have 27 separated guys. But anyway, that's fight. And we will set up the U.S. Open next week at Shinnecock for the 40s, 80s, and of course, next Thursday we start the 60s, 2000s tour, like the June stuff at U.S. Open, where it is in real life, not Shinnecock Hills. ASG update, of course, July, everyone will be at Royal Birkdale, where the British Open is legally. August will be where the best of the British Open course will be. We will, the best of the British Open. Lost in Limbo Trouble Bogey. I'm trying to think myself, did I download that course in or no? I'll have to take a look. I think I didn't. Yeah, the best of the British Open, that'll be where August is, so there'll be back-to-back tournaments in Britain. September at Glen Abbey, everyone will fight Glen Abbey. October and November, they'll be at different courses, the 4 tours. December at Great Coles, and then, of course, Augusta will be in the year. All right, so Porky Oliver starts tied for first. Basler starts back to third. First roll, Porky, look out. That's wide right. Why are you clapping? Basler to the right-hand side. Yeah, now you can clap. More towards the fairway. Porky up with the shot. Porky had a great 7 under first round, and then he had even hard second round. Porky's going to have to pitch this one up, and that's a brutal one. Basler's going to try for birdie, 20 feet. He's off by foot. Wow. Dick Metz is in the lead. Lord Byron Eagles on 12. So Dick Metz is your leader. Byron Nelson is chasing. Well, Lord Byron Nelson is an icon. Dick Metz. One for him. I know he has other players. Dick Metz would be, I think he's the only Metz in the tour, isn't he? Anyway, is he Porky there? Shot over everything, and yeah, 70 feet. Porky, under 40 feet, you must putt. He hits it within the first, okay. 5 feet. Oh, ouch. That's certainly the stroke. Lots of people. All right. Look out, that's wide right. I don't know if he has the perfect angle. Good angle. That will be good. Good center. Yeah, he's fucked. That tree's gonna hurt Basler. Well, he gets up in there. Well, Hunter for putt for par. Porky. Can he get a good shot? He's within 8. That works for par. Boswell off by foot. That's okay. Porky converted. 11 and Matt's parred. So Matt's 11 under through 13, Porky 11 under through 3. Porky's got the advantage, of course, because the fewer holes you play, the more you know or score and know what you have to do. Basler, not a bad second shot. Porky. Not bad. 2 feet away for the lead. Basler, come on. He's down by 2 strokes. He's going to take a putt. I would have lagged. Birdie. Off by 3. Yeah, for Basler, I would have lagged because you could easily say par. Well, he misses. Fred Hawkins now joins him at 11 under par. Matt's bogey, but Hawkins birdie. Fred Hawkins is number 1 or 2? 1 for Hawkins. 2. Sorry, Fred Hawkins would be number 2. Whoa! Ooh, he got lucky. He almost was out of bounds. Not a bad chip shot. Pitch shot for birdie. Off by 3. Off by 5. Lloyd Mangrum minus 11. He's done well. He's won. How many tournaments has Mangrum won? He's never won? Yeah, Mangrum's always come close. So yeah. Matt Basler. Yeah, we'll soon see players finish their 18 holes, and then that does basically mean what fucking Basler. Porky. Oh, brutal. 15 feet. Now he's got a brutal par putt, which he can't produce. Mangrum and Hawkins are both at 11 under par, so Porky still has time. He has plenty of holes to catch up. He really needs birdies. Awesome. Down the pipe. Over everything. Funk. Not. Porky will have to pitch up and try to get the par putt. And he's off by 4 feet. Basler for bird. Off by foot. Mangrum Hawkins now flat time and leads in coach. Then I feel so bad for Harmon never winning a tournament. Par 3, nicely done. He's on the green. It wasn't past the hole, but it could be worse. Basler. Like Basler. I was really past the hole. Basler. He didn't have the angle. For birdie. Oh, she my. He'll pass. Some triple bogeys. So it's Mangrum, Hawkins, and Harmon all 11 under par. Lord Byron went to handles the magic number right now. This is the par 5, so getting a birdie here. Real putt. Porky over everything. I think he wanted to have a better pitch shot. Basler, is he going to get on the green? No, sir. Porky is going to do that. For the birdie. Basler can't. I think he can. Like, wow, he rolled over it. He could putt it. He would have lagged it. Birdie. Too much. Porky. Big birdie. Oh, he missed. That's a the score occurred after 9 holes. Porky with a birdie by 2 bogeys. Basler with 3 bogeys. The leaderboard shows this. I see Byron Nelson 10 under par, finishing Tim Simpson and Dick Metz both at 9 under par. Lloyd Mangrum's at minus 11 through 16. Claude Harvard 11 under through 12. Porky is tied with Lord Byron, Hawkins, and Locke for 3rd place. Remember, 1st place gets the trip to Augusta. 2nd place gets the wild card thing. And as of right now, it could be a battle between Mangrum and Harmon. The good is for Porky. He's 1 shot back, but he's only done 9 holes. Mangrum's has finished 16 and Harmon's finished 12. So he kind of could still have a chance on time. Look go. Ooh, a little bit left. Basler. To the left hand side. Right over that water. And he won't. Porky's got to go over the water. Oh, and he doesn't either. That was a brutal water cut. That control is always brutal with the water. So that may have ruined Porky's chances. Nice shot though. He only uses a stroke. Could have been worse. Harmon is now at a 2-stroke lead. Mangrum bogeyed. So Claude Harmon looking for tournament number 1. He is known as the swing coach. He would love to win a tournament. And get himself into Augusta. Down the middle for Basler. Porky. Oof. Basler. That's really good. Put away. Yeah, Basler's not had a good round, but a birdie's a birdie. Porky will be within 4 for Boyd. No. Harmon bogeys, Hawkins birdies. They're both at minus 11. Harmon does have a little bit of an advantage because he has not done some. Basler, ooh, that's wide left. Porky, second shot. Basler can't do anything about it. Can't. Porky for birdie. He'll lag. Smart move because he's still got a lot of holes left. Now yes, time. Basler. Porky. On 13, down the right hand side. Basler. Nice shot. Man, he's only got a 65-yard chip shot. He is going to be within 2 points. Basler. Very close. Gets him to 16 for birdie. Off by 2, he'll par. And a par. Hawkins finishes at 11 under par. So, yeah, so Hawkins finishes at 11 under par. Byron's at 10 under. Fuzzy, Harmon, and Locker also in the course. Fuzzy Seller, if he birdies, he'll tie Hawkins. So 11 is the magic number right now. Porky needs a good shot here. Yes, he does. He's within 8 feet. He could do it. Basler continues to piss off himself for Brewer. Now he's down to 6. Porky 8 feet. And Fuzzy pars, so Hawkins still has a stroke lead. Porky will make left center. No way. Over everything, Basler. Good shot within 11 feet. And Porky did the same. Aye, he doesn't. He'll have to have a good pitch shot to say par. 11 feet for par. Oh, Brew. Oh. Okay. Hey, overshoot. No, he threw putt. Okay, so Bobby Walk is on 18. He needs a birdie to tie Hawkins. Porky's at minus 9. He needs to go 2 under par in the 3 holes to tie Hawkins. 16's a good chance for 1 birdie, if you will. It's going to angle to the right. There is a par 5. So if he gets on the green 2, that's a bonus. Basler is going to set himself up over the bunker with a 44-yard pitch. Porky going for the green. He's going to have a 25-yard pitch shot over the bunker. But it falls in the bunker. He almost had it. Oh, got a chip in. Basler, his face is terrible. Porky, his face terrible. And now, well, a par by Locke. So Hawkins, so Oliver has to birdie 17 and 18 to tie Hawkins and force a playoff. Look at all those minus 10s in there. He needs a good shot. He's going to need a miracle 49-footer to have a chance. Basler got it for birdie. Well, you're down by 2. You got to go for it. Over by 5. Basler. You still can't get birdies. Pushing it hard. Well, I think I know who wins this one, and that's Fred Hawkins. He will win because there's no way that Porky Oliver can get a 2 on 18 to tie. So Hawkins, this will be his second career title, and he will be going to Augusta. But there is something big. Porky needs a birdie. Even if he can't get the 2, if he can get the birdie, he puts himself in a tie for second, and then they'll have to have the tie break. Decide who gets that second place, because remember, that's a wild card turn. That's a wild card turn. And much like Doug Toole, Ben Hogan, Jug McSpade, and Bob Gilder, like even if you don't win any of the subsequent 7 tournaments, you are automatically given a wild card spot, and you do have a 50-50 chance or better. Puzzler.
All right.
Porky needs the shot. That is a brutal shot, and that will definitely not get Porky into second place. So he has just blown his chance to win the tournament and to tie for second. What can I say about Basler? He made 9 bogeys, and 2 of them are double bogeys. I thought he made 3 double bogeys, but I guess not. Porky had a pair of birdies, but never. So Basler, I think, was that the worst? Tied for 47th? Nope. Bob Gilder had a 6 over 76. Lots of bad stuff. Porky Oliver, and he had stayed even par, even Stevens. He forced a tiebreak with Hawkins. Hawkins wins the tournament with a 367. Nicely done. 3rd in greens and regulation. That'll help. He had a terrible day on Thursday. It was +1, and then he put up a magical 7 birdies, 1 bogey on Friday. 3 under par on Saturday, a couple of bogeys, and then Sunday, a couple of bogeys. The back 9 didn't help him, but the front 9, he made 4 birdies. Lord Byron, Fuzzy Seller, and Bobby Locke are tied for second. We'll finish tied for second. Tim Simpson, Dick Metz, Gene Coons, Lloyd Mangrum, and Claude Harmon tied for 5th. Mark McCumber, Jim Ferry, Bob Hamilton, Porky Oliver tied for 10th. So only 4 non-Americans on the weekend, and Bobby Locke takes 4th. Now, there is a tie break. Fred Hawkins wins, he goes to Augusta. However, we have to have a tie break between Nelson, Seller, and Locke, because this is FIDO, because second place gets you into the wildcard tournament. You still have a chance to win a subsequent tournament, but second place is it. So what we do normally in a tournament is, if you take a tie for second place, it goes to who had the better first round. So if we look at the leaderboard, as I see a 68 and 2 71s. Bobby Locke, lock, stock, and barrel, he shocks Nelson and Seller. And because of his 68, Nelson 71 on Thursday, and Seller's 71 on Thursday, Bobby Locke will jump into second place and will get that second place finish. And all that. That's pretty good for him. Massive jumps, 15. Mark McCumber jumped up 35 spots to take 10th place. Kenny Knox jumped up to 14th. Yeah, massive drops. Porky Oliver dropped 9 places to a tie for 10th. But that's nothing compared to cut. To Charles Basler dropping 45 spots. Now, Nelson and Seller, if they were tops, it goes to the second round. And because of the second round, it would have went to Fuzzy with a 65 beating Nelson 66. So yeah, it's the best first round score if you tie for second place, then best second place. Then if it's a tie, then it goes to your second round. If it goes to the tiebreak from that, it goes to, well, round three. But yeah, so because of a 68, Bobby Locke shocks everyone. Well, he had 64 yesterday, but Bobby Locke will get to second place ahead of Seller and Lord Byron to have second place, and at worst, a wild card spot. He can still win the tournament, of course. Now, let's change everything up. We got to get rid of the horizontal, and we're going to be another doing stroke play. We are going to do the U.S. Open 2026. Yeah, best of the Open. We got Shinnecock. Everyone plays. Everyone plays the full. Top 40 in ties because it is a major. Everyone plays. No one's excluded. Options. Playoff group. Oh, sorry. Fuel round. No, sir. So remember the history. On Thursday, we go with whoever won the last tournament, and that would be Fred the Man Hawkins. Screaming Fred Hawkins. And he is in group number 10. 8. Oh, let's go. Hawkins with Billy Joe Patton and Jay Haas will be the lead group tomorrow. Will be the lead group at the US Open at 10 o'clock in 4 weeks' time. Bobby Locke, if you must know, is in group 18. He's in the group with John Fott and Freddie Haas. So Jay's father, Freddie. So it's the Haas family. The son will be on Thursday and the father on Friday. So yeah, that's what will happen. That's the matchups, and we set ourselves up, and we got to just make sure that we set up 62,000 at the US Open at Shinnecock, 156 people. Make sure that we get the group for the Goose, and RJ Allen Network is in a group with Len Matisse and Jonathan Kay. He better do well. Yeah, Rajiv Goosen's in the last group of the day with Green and Hensby. Okay. So anyway, that's all I've got for this week. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.